Pluto. Pluto just moved back into Capricorn for like 3 months before, and then it goes back into Aquarius for like a super long time. Pluto is the planet of transformation. For a lot of you guys, you are going through the last itty bit of process that you've been going through for like, I think it's like 15 years or something crazy like that, of this crazy rebirth transformation that you've been going through. And this is the last, like the tail end of it. Pluto. And like that was a call about consenting. It was for my kiddos' school. It was my kiddos' school. And it was all about consenting to something. Consenting to making sure something is basically okay. In Virgo. In the 11th house. Okay, the 11th house is like, so for this collective, this transformation is happening within the masks that we wear, okay, to the world, right? Compared to who you truly are on the inside, like who you know you to be, right? A need for control of methods for the healing power of who you are. This transformation, right, like is happening for this collective because you have to consent, you have to agree, right, in order to believe whatever narrative or perception or perspective you believe they to have of you, whoever they is, right? You know who you truly are, but don't you dare get wrapped up in who you think that they need you to be or want you to be or who you think that they think you are. You know who you are. You know who you are. You know what you've gone through. You know what you've grown through. You know the hard work and energy and effort and transformation and the rebirth and the spiritual awakening and the pain and the grief and the turmoil that you went through internally to become who you're becoming. An obsession with analyzing your desires mentally, an obsession with analyzing your desires because you have not let up. You have not stopped, okay? You have not stopped knowing what you truly desire internally and externally in this life. And you've almost been like obsessed with continuing to change and shift that energy into what you would rather, what you prefer. What would you rather feel? What would you rather experience in this life? You don't want to continue to experience hurt and pain and grief and going through that over and over and over again. No. A power struggle, physical 3D reality, a power struggle resulting from the perfectionism of your actions. Because you have perfected your actions and taken action on what you would rather have, you'd rather have happiness and peace and joy. You'd rather not settle in any type of way for anything that's going to continue to hurt you. That's where that power struggle comes in. That's exactly why there has been energy that has been difficult to work with, because you were not so easy to manipulate, because you would rather prefer apples to oranges. You desire happiness and peace over bending till you break mentally, emotionally, and physically and spiritually for whatever, right? This is where your transformation is happening in Virgo. It's like being perfected. It's being perfected, right? And I'm so proud of you. It's almost over, friends. It's almost over. So, a lack of stability and a lack of security here is what you are ultimately moving forward from. Like you tried, I'm hearing that it was planted, your roots were planted on rocky soil, right? So you've had to come out uprooted and replant your roots. 7 of Cups up right now, right? Neptune. Okay. You've had to come uprooted, replant roots in new soil. And while you were replanting these roots in new soil, you are starting to create stability and security on the inside internally, because your morals, your spiritual morals and principles have shifted and drastically changed based off of when you were planted in that rocky soil. Right? When you come uprooted from that rocky soil, it was to teach you everything you didn't want as you are planting roots into this new soil. And that is the choice that is clear, and you're going to stick by what if it's not aligning with your new moral code and principle, which is needs to go in alignment with your desires internally and externally, you know that it can't be for you. You know that it cannot be for you. The sun in reverse. You don't deserve to put all of this toil and energy and work and effort into something that is just draining you or making you happy. You're going to pour more energy into something that's making you unhappy? Or are you going to pour into what is lighting you up and pushing your frequency back up into joy and happiness and peace? You were literally burning your energy out, pouring and pouring and pouring and not receiving back, or not at least receiving something back that was making you the happiest version of yourself, right? If it brings you up, if it's giving you energy, it's for you, right? If it's dragging you down and making you unhappy or draining your life force or your light, it's not for you. So when you put more energy into what is bringing you up, into happiness, joy, peace, and that is just bursting from your energy field, that's when you reap the fruits of your labors. And what did I say? And you feel that happy, positive frequency, right? And you feel that, right? And I said, you were planted in rocky soil. Now you have become uprooted and you are being planted in the fertile soil where there's nutrients here, where this crop will yield. And the harvest, wherever the Nine of Pentacles, I'm seeing the Nine of Pentacles in my mind's eye, is going to be bountiful. I love you.